Thursday morning. Well, I'm not sure I can quite call it that because I hadn't yet gone to sleep. And I remember 3 things from that moment. Number 1, I was angry. Number 2, I was inspired. And number 3, it was raining so hard outside, splashes of water crashed against the glass of my window like a hailstorm. And then, in that precise moment, something clicked. An idea was born. So you can be angry, but how much change can one emotion bring unless words are put into play? And you know, there was something else I thought about. I didn't need your help to make it today. My mother forever rightly reminds me to appreciate all the good an individual does for you, which I'm so grateful for, because sometimes you just let emotions get the better of you and you forget the many kind acts they do, and then you realise your little outburst of anger is through. Once my red rampant wrath bulldozed against the fighting clash of clarity, a river of thought flooded over my irrationally raging anatomy. So what if you didn't believe in me? I can honestly admit that I spent far too much time trying to be seen, trying to prove there were so many ideas locked within me, bursting to unravel. If you only saw potential within me, they'd say I'm not a poet, I'm not a speaker, a writer, performer, or an artist. You know, I don't really care. I'm somebody nobody else can be. I'm me. And that is the card I will always bring to the table. Transparent poker faces of those who claim to be more able. The skin I wear is not my armour but my identity. And by that I mean a shield isn't needed against a common trait known as vanity. Surrounding yourself with exploding heads isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because when the rest think you've already long lost, nothing stands in the way of grabbing hold of the win. You could be amazing. Now think about this. There are over 7 billion people in this world and nobody else is you. I've never contemplated the significance of that fact, yet I sat there on a Thursday morning, unable to stop thinking about that. You are the protagonist of a story called life. No matter how successful those around you are, nobody but you can play the lead unless you allow them. Don't you ever feel second best when it comes to adventure? Don't you ever feel sick and tired of carrying around this heavily constrained, socially acceptable persona? Shred it to pieces. Let it burn in the flames, fighting fearlessly for a friend called future. Let today be the epic moment where you decide not to leave this world without leaving your mark. Let the realisation that you are good enough for your spark. And I promise, as long as you always try, you will look back with no regrets, but thinking you're not important enough to pursue your dreams will be where your journey ends. And then I stopped writing, thinking about how unintentional thoughts brought me onto this unusual road to self-discovery. Ambitions have no limit. Never stop dreaming. Someday you'll make it. It doesn't matter if the rest don't believe it.
We're getting on now.
This is wicked. Camille, yeah.